Hi everyone, this is Claudia again with White Sugar Designs. I'm back again with another flip through, and this one is very unusual flip through video. Sorry if my voice sounds different, but I've been very sick. I'm getting over I don't know what, but anyways, I think I sound different. Everybody tells me I sound different. So anyways, today I wanted to show you very different journals, and I guess they're still considered junk journals. These were my very first junk journals that I made for both of my boys when we were going on a trip back in 2013, and that's kind of, I guess, the beginning of how I got started with journals, and kind of a little different way to memory keeping other than, you know, my regular Project Life albums, which I still do, because I feel that the journals are more about obviously the writing and the story, and the Project Life and all my other 12 by 12 albums, they're more about the pictures, and the pictures is what kind of tells the story. So anyways, I had this idea to make these journals for the boys so that they can document our trip to Utah. We were gonna go visit Bryce Canyon and Red Rock Canyon, and while we were there we also saw the Grand Canyon, one side of the Grand Canyon, and it was all about the Mighty Five, which we ended up not seeing all of them, but you know, it was still an amazing trip, and they still to the day talk about it. So, and of course having these journals is another amazing way to go back and look at, you know, a kind of experience again what we did, and what they thought about the trip. So anyways, the books are pretty much identical. I made them using scrapbooking paper and some digital images that I had. I love to mess around with Photoshop and Illustrator, and so there was a little bit of that going on here. And you can see I started using washi tape. I used the 3-ring, you know, the binder system, even though I did have a cinch machine. I don't know why I didn't think about binding them like that, which is okay, because this kind of shows, you know, how I started and where I am now. So anyways, let's go into it. This was a book by my son, who was 11 years old at the time, and I used my Cricut to cut some little images. I had some stickers and, you know, little tabs that we cut, and then just different scrapbook papers. This is just chipboard, and I just put different paper to cover the front and the back, and then I used my Cricut machine to cut these letters and his name, and then like I said, some washi tape. You can see he's writing there. I used tabs to put the dates on the dates that we were gonna be there. This is some of that digital, you know, digital scrapbooking, I guess you can call it, that I did, where I just did layers and printed them out. And then some stuff I just had some journal cards. We used a Instax camera that we took with us, which I thought was amazing, because, you know, they were able to take their own pictures, whatever they wanted, and we were able to glue them in the book right away. I believe this set was by, maybe it was Smash by K&Co. I'm not 100% sure. It was so long ago, and I can't find this paper anymore because I think it's been discontinued. So another journal card. He wrote down, you know, the Grand Canyon, which we ended up seeing. Like I said, I think it was the south side of it. Here it's, you know, more writing, more different washi tape. You know, and obviously being 11 years old, I kind of, you know, had to push him a little bit to do it, but he still did it. I had this awesome little pocket here that we just added. I had to punch extra holes to make sure it fit, and we were able to add, you know, postcards and a map. This is where we stayed. We stayed at Zion, the Ponderosa Ranch Resort. More pictures. We use stickers to cover, you know, to put over the their instant camera pictures. It's not 100% completed, but like I said, I'm still happy that he was, you know, he did some writing in it. And I'm sure I could go back and add more pictures in here if I wanted to. Here's this really cute pocket. And I guess he collect, you know, my son, he loves to collect little things, and he just used a little bag and just some little rocks that he collected. And then again, a map of Zion, which, you know, you get every time you go into the park. You can get these maps, which, you know, how awesome it would have been to cut it out and put these pictures. But you know, I think it's cool that it just kind of sits here protected. And oh, there's more stuff in there. Oh, look, he has, oh my goodness, I think it's a little bag with sand in it. And now, of course, I can't put it back the right way. It does. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know it was in here. It's some red dirt. Here's another map that I printed ahead of time and punched the hole so they kind of knew. You know, it's kind of fun to be in the car and talk about it, and they can see where we're going, and as we pass a certain city, they can, you know, kind of pay attention of where we are. More writing, another one of those little tabs, more pictures, more pictures. And here we are at the end, and he had more writing there. I guess he talked about when we came back home. And this was another digital thing that I did, and I used a underlaid map of Provo, the cities that we were gonna come through through Utah. So anyways, I wanted to show you that I feel that journaling for children it's something very important, and you know, we should, us scrapbookers and makers, we should do that and help them out. Oh, this is my youngest son, who was 8 at the time, and he said something funny, and of course it's upside down. It says, as soon as we crossed the state of the state line in Utah, Connor asked if this town was Spanish, and we said no, and we asked him why he had asked that question, and his answer was, because Utah sounds like a Spanish word to me. So I wrote that down just to, because we thought it was kind of funny, and you know, again, it was just something I did because we thought it was funny. You know, his is a little bit more simple. He's got probably more pictures than actual writing, but still, I have his handwriting and some information that he wrote. More pictures. He also got a little pocket and another map, just like the other album. So, I think, you know, now that they're older, obviously it's a little different. And I will show you another journal that they did and what came from this over here and how it helped me start my own little Etsy shop. So that's the 2 journals that started it all. And then after that, I thought, you know what? I went out and tried to look for a journal that was more for children. I'm sure you saw a little quick peek that I show you this on one of my other videos. But after I made these ones, these journals, I decided to create my own journal for children, but obviously it could also be used with adults. But the story behind it, it was that I couldn't find anything nicer and prettier, you know, exactly what I wanted, and so I decided to create my own. So this was my very first journal that that opened up my Etsy shop, and everything that you see in here I created myself digitally. And this time I actually did use the cinch machine, and then I started binding them myself. The covers are laminated, and here we go. So there's an itinerary page with some questions and prompts for them to write on. And I should tell you, this journal, it's also by my son. We went to, you saw my video where I show you this big chunky traveler's notebook journals that I did when we went to San Francisco, Lake Tahoe, and Mammoth. And so this was their journal to document that trip. So my son was 14 when he did this one. This journal has a packing list. It has a pocket, and he put some stuff in here. A little business card. I don't know where that one's from. Oh, actually that one's mine. And this was a bus pass that we got when we got on a train, it was a train, not a bus. So these journals have place for dates, a few little pre-printed, you know, written on little tags and little scallop borders that are already printed on the page, because I feel that maybe a normal journal with a blank page is kind of intimidating for a child. And I thought that these ones might be a little bit more fun for them and not as intimidating, because it's not a full page. It's kind of broken down, and maybe it makes them feel like there's not a lot of writing to get done. So but there's space for pictures, and again we took our Instax camera and he put his pictures. He did a lot more journaling this time than the other journal. See, the pages have a few images, our destination, the date, a space for doodling, the foods we ate, a selfie, and a receipt, the receipts of whatever, something you bought. They can be either staple or glued in there. Again, every time you turn a page, I try to have an area where they can either draw or doodle or just add pictures. So you can see there's a lot of pictures and a lot of writing area. The book has, like, I don't know, 18 pages, but obviously double-sided, it's 36. Happy memories. This is a normal blank page, but it does have lines, and it does have a little bit of a texture on the paper, so it's not completely just blank. It has a little bit almost like a distress feel to them. I had these stickers and I just gave it to them, and they were able to decorate the pages as they wanted. I also added a clear pocket. I added washi tape here at the end so that it was easier to punch the holes with the cinch machine, and then just added the page, or this little pocket here. Look at how many pictures he was able to add. And then he stopped writing. So this is as far as he went, and he was pretty good about it. This is actually in Mammoth, so he actually did get to the end. So he had enough space to document the entire trip, and it still had leftover. So this is what a normal page would look like. No writing. It has a travel quote, things to ponder, just little words. Our adventure, the date, another quote. So I kind of follow the same thing on each page, one that's more blank, and then just little prompts for them to know what to write in what area, quotes. Some of the pages repeated here. I'm sure I embellished theirs a lot more by adding extra pages. Space for pictures, little cute little images. and then, you know, the last 2 pages there, and at the very end there's another pocket. And these books I'm working on, they can be personalized because the covers are covered with they're laminated, so this can be written with a Sharpie or maybe stickers. If I get them order in time and I can talk to the customer, I ask them, and sometimes I will cut the child's name with my Cricut machine, then glue it on, and then run it through the laminating machine. So anyways, I thought I would share with you the story behind how I got started with my travel journals for kids. And this was the original one, that one that started it all, that where the idea came from. And now these are in the shop, and there's other ones. I have a journal for high school seniors to document their last year in high school, and I absolutely love that book. I'm gonna have to do another flip through video on that one because it is just absolutely gorgeous. So anyways, here it is. I just want, you know, to share that with you. If you have any questions, let me know. I will, you know, you'll have all the links to all, you know, the shop and my Facebook group in the description below. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see you later.